Initially, I was just getting myself vaccinated when the vaccine is available in Singapore. It is available now, and I'm very surprised to know that a number of people are very concerned about this vaccine, and they are apprehensive about getting themselves vaccinated, citing that there is no long-term data or information available about the safety. Yes, the information about the efficacy and safety is only available for short term. Nobody knows the long-term efficacy and safety of this vaccine. And this really got me thinking whether I should get myself vaccinated against COVID-19. Hi, my name is Dr. Tony Setiobudi, an orthopedic surgeon at Mount Elizabeth Hospital. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. In this channel, I will continue to provide medical information that is reliable, accurate, trustworthy, and up-to-date. I have registered for vaccination. Yes, I will get myself vaccinated at the end of the month. In this channel, I want to share with you how I made up my mind about getting myself vaccinated. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. I'm not an infectious disease specialist. So what I share here with you is my point of view from a medical professional and not from infectious disease expert. So first I look at the original papers that was published in the New England Journal of Medicine on the 31st of December 2020. If you want to know or read the full article, I put the link in the description below. The title of this paper is Safety and Efficacy of the BTN162b2 mRNA COVID-19 Vaccine. Yes, this is the name of the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine. More than 43,000 participants took part in the study. Half got the vaccine, half got placebo. This is a double-blinded controlled trial study, meaning that both participants and those collecting the data have no idea what the participants get. 2 doses of either vaccine or placebo were injected 3 weeks apart. 8 cases of COVID-19 infection were detected in the vaccine group at least 7 days after getting the second jab. This is much lower compared to 162 cases of infection in the placebo group. This corresponds to 95% vaccine efficacy. People who got the vaccine can still get infection from COVID-19, but the risk is much lower compared to those people who never get vaccinated. Most patients in the vaccine group complained of injection site pain. I think this is kind of expected. Many of us also get injection site pain after getting vaccination. Redness and swelling were reported in less than 10% of people who got the vaccine. Fatigue and headache were commonly reported in the vaccine group. About 59% complained of fatigue and 52% complained of headache. But interestingly, fatigue and headache were also reported in sizable portion in the placebo group. Fever, chills, muscle and joint pain were observed significantly more in the vaccine group compared to the placebo group. So from this short-term study, Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine confers 95% protection against COVID-19. And the safety of a median of 2 months was similar to that of other vaccines. So this is very promising. The second thing that boosted my confidence is that the Prime Minister of Singapore, PM Lee himself also got the vaccine. He is leading by example. I think before letting the head of government take the vaccine, there must be a lot of study, review, and stringent safety checks to ensure at least that the vaccine is safe. And in Singapore, before new drugs can be used in public, can be used for patients, it must be authorized by Health Sciences Authority or HSA. And Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine has been authorized by HSA. There is also a panel of experts comprising clinicians and scientists that advise the government of Singapore on the vaccine. So there are a lot of checks in place before the government roll the vaccination program. PM Lee is not the only head of government to receive the vaccine. The US President-elect Joe Biden and the Vice President Mike Pence has also received the jab. The third thing that boosted my confidence about the vaccine is that Dr. Anthony Fauci himself has received the vaccine. By the way, he is the US top and leading infectious disease specialist. Many infectious disease specialists in Singapore that I know already receive or are getting the vaccination soon. These people study COVID-19 infection and the vaccination in a great detail. They know much more about COVID-19 and the vaccine more than doctors in other specialty. I think it is very reassuring to know that they themselves are also getting the vaccine. So in summary, the short-term study has shown that Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine is safe and confers 95% protection against COVID-19 infection. I acknowledge that there is some uncertainty about the long-term safety and efficacy of this vaccine. In many aspects in our lives, there are a lot of uncertainty. We don't necessarily know everything, but yet we still make decisions. Life still goes on, and we still take action over something that we don't fully understand, over something that we are uncertain about. I feel that there is nothing different about having this vaccination. But one thing we are certain about, COVID-19 can attack us. COVID-19 can kill us, and COVID-19 can kill our loved ones. It can and has wreaked havoc in our society and in this world. Personally, I think the risk of getting serious complications from COVID-19 infection is much higher than getting serious complications from COVID-19 vaccination. So don't be too caught up thinking so much about the risk of COVID-19 vaccination, forgetting the imminent risk of COVID-19 infection. I believe the vaccine is safe. As more of us get vaccinated, it will be harder for the virus to spread around. Yes, we are all tired about wearing masks, social distancing, and not being able to travel overseas. I have not seen my parents in the past 1 year, and I want to see them. If we want more social activities to resume, border to open, and live more normal, I encourage you all to get vaccinated when it is offered to you. I hope this video is useful to all of you. Don't forget to subscribe, click like, and share this video to your friends. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye-bye.